It is time for the brave beginning, my friends. It is almost here in North America, and we're going to break it all down for you in today's episode. Everything that you need to know about Cookierun Braverse trading card game Brave Beginning. Super excited with yours truly here, Mythras Cookie, to talk about all these amazing cards coming in the first set release. We got a lot going on, and you're in the right place to find out everything about it here today. Now, down below, you can find all the relevant information about today's episode, along with all the key links and information available to you to keep you up to date here on Cookierun Braverse trading card game. And like I said, today is all about the Brave Beginning. We will cover what's in this particular set, additionally give you some key tips and tricks. We're going to walk through each of the cards here, give you some background on these particular cards, and then part ways with some really cool information, some secrets for you here that you get to find out in today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please like and subscribe to stay up to date here on everything around Cookierun Braverse trading card game. So first off, we have the Brave Beginning. It is being launched here in North America July 11th. This particular set has a ton of stuff in it, which is so awesome and super cool, my friends. We have a total of 203 unique cards. That's right. There's 159 regular cards denoted in the Brave Beginning set as BS1 and BS2 here. Additionally, we have that secret, which you got to stay tuned until the end here, for the 44 hidden cards. Pretty sweet, my friends, and awesome. Now, within that breakdown, just for your awareness, there are 63 commons, 45 uncommons, 25 rares, 17 super rares, and 7 ultra rares. All right, we're going to continue to talk our way through each of those pieces for you here today. However, that is everything that you need to know about our very first set here, Brave Beginning, launched July 11th, and I'm super excited about it. Now, before we talk about each of these different unique cards and the cards that we have in this set, a couple things that we like to know is exactly how to read these cards. That's right, because I'm not going to go through each of this on all the cards. What I do want you to know is exactly on the breakout and the layout of these to help you as you understand how these cards operate and what specifically they are and what is denoted on the card. So here are the 8 different pieces. We have the name there at number 1. At number 2, we have the level. At 3, this is the HP. It's the cookie's health points. And on top of that, a key piece to the gameplay is placing the equal number of indicated cards from your deck under the cookie face down. 4, we have our skill. This is the cookie's special skill that's unique to this card here. Additionally, we have at 5 the casting cost. So right here, the cost to use a cookie's attack or skill as well. And you might have a mixed cost. So here we're only in the red, my friends. However, you might have that mixed cost as well. Number 7 is the card information here. So it's going to denote the regulation mark, the card number, the rarity, and the illustrator as well. Now, what's pretty neat about this, you'll see, like I talked about, the BS1, that will tell you which set it comes from there too. Again, with the rarity, illustrator marks, card numbers, and regulation mark. Last but not least, the color type there in the bottom right. That's everything that you need to know about these particular cards and layouts. You will have 4 card types. You got an item card, a stage card, a trap card, and a flip card outside of our cookie cards, my friends. Pretty awesome from that particular space. All right, so if you still have a question or comment about these, do let us know down below and what you're most excited for here in the amazing first release of our lovely, lovely, lovely Brave Beginning set. All right, now that we've talked about the set, everything that you need to know that's in it between all the cards, additionally, what that card breakout looks like, it is time for us to get into these cards. And there are a lot of them, my friends. So today, what we will be focusing on here is the rare, super rare, ultra rare, and again, stay tight because hang tight because we have a lot more special stuff coming here as we continue to go along our way in today's episode. All right, so a couple things here. This is the play.cookieruntcg.com website. It's everything that you need to know about Cookierun Braverse TCG. that information is available to you down below. Here we will be filtering through the cards so that you can see all the key awesome pieces in each card that is coming with. Whether you're a player or a collector, it's a great spot for the information to see what is coming and what is going to be released in the particular Brave Beginning set here, along with all the starter deck information. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the rare, super rare, ultra rare, just like I said here. And then additionally, a couple things. We will start with the red, okay? So a couple things when it comes to red here. First and foremost, we have this one right here. You can click into it to get more information. You have Affogato Cookie. So here again denotes all the stats, the card text around this one in specific. When one of your opponent's cookies attacks, you can redirect the attack to this cookie. It's also got an attack there for 1 damage, for 1 red, and another color that you can use. Now, this cookie, which is really nice, once again, whenever you're being attacked, you can use the blocker skill and redirect here outside of hitting against another cookie. That's really key to protecting certain cookies on your board state and help you redirect. And in particular, if you just want to get this one off, that blocker skill can make a huge difference and advantage for you. All right, so we'll go back here once again and go into our red and all of our different pieces. All right, Affogato cookies first. So next one here, we do have Croissant Cookie. Croissant Cookie is a super rare, my friends. This one here has the ability to select up to 1 of your other cookies. During this turn, that cookie gets +2 attack damage, and for 1, deals 1 damage. So you have an on the play skill. This one here, again, you can see exactly which set and the art there as well. Well, art is the illustrator and creator of this particular lovely art, by the way, for Croissant Cookie. So those are all the key parts and aspects of this one here as we continue to move through our red type. All right, so next, my friends, we have these ones here. We also have Dark Choco Cookie. Look at that, pretty awesome. This one is a SR once again. So this time though, we have the skill activate once per turn, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookie. That cookie receives 1 damage. We can also deal 3 damage for 3 casting cost. Additionally, we have Espresso Cookie. Espresso Cookie here on our turn, if your break area is level 6 or higher, this cookie gains +1 attack. This is really nice when it comes to adding all these different cookies in that break area and being able to deal more damage as that is filling up. We can also deal 3 damage there for 3. Once again, a lovely super rare. Now we also have in our item slot here, this is going to be the Giant Cherry Bomb. Look at this thing. For 3, you can discard 1 card, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 3 damage. Very nice there in the rare slot with this particular item, the Giant Cherry Bomb. All right. Next, on tap, we have in the red still, my friends, right here. All right. The Ginger Brave. This is our first ultra rare right here. Some amazing, lovely artwork for our Ginger Brave, my friends. So awesome and so cool here. We got activate once per turn for 2. During this turn, this cookie gains +1 attack. You're able to deal more damage. This cookie for 2 deals 2 damage. So with that +1, if you want to add it, this cookie, like I said, gains 1 additional attack. So essentially for 5, for 4, they're able to deal 3 damage. So it's a fire breath, or what we like to say, a booster in terms of that. And because it's red, makes sense. Fire breath, right? Love it. On top of that, for our UR ultra rare card here with Ginger Brave. Next, we got Kumio Cookie. This one is a rare cookie. It deals 3 damage. We also have this piece right here, which is a flip card, where we get to discard 1 card, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. So very nice there in terms of that flip as well. Don't forget to stack these in your deck. They do make a huge difference, particularly as these ones get slotted in under your cookies as you bring them into play. Next, we got Pepperoncini Cookie right there. Very awesome. Deals 3 damage. This is a awesome super rare. Love this art as well. Love the full art. As you can see, layout within the border just like that. A little bit different here with Ginger Brave as it is the full one from that particular perspective. All right, next we got Pomegranate Cookie here. This one is a level 2 with 5 HP. We got a lot going on though in this skill. Activate only once per turn. Select up to one of your other cookies. During this turn, that cookie gains +1 attack. So unlike the self buff here with the +1 with Ginger Brave, we get to select another cookie, just like Pomegranate Cookie's buffing ability as always. Plus it can deal 2 damage there for 3. Very nice in the rare slot. Next, we have Rebel Cookie, my friends. Rebel Cookie here has the on the play skill. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. There for 3, we deal 3 damage as well. This is a rare cookie right there. And the illustration by Lee. What a great one there for Rebel Cookie, my friends. All right, as we move back here, now into our red and into our lovely rares, super rares, and ultra rares, my friends. We close it down with Wild Berry Cookie. Look at that. So awesome. Love this art as well in the super rare slot. We get if your break area is level 9, this cookie gains +2 attack damage. That is super risky, my friends, but a great one as you move into that level 3 slot. Great HP as well there. And man, that thing deals a ton of damage at the top end with 4 damage. +2, that'd be 6 damage. That is ridiculous. That is a ton of damage there that you can do to absolutely crush your opponents, knock things down at the top end there for red. All right, so for red, we've got a lot of fast-paced things here. The red sounding perfect, just like the general kind of synergy and the way that this one is set up with that fast aggro type, fast-paced offensive, plus the additional to have that domination in the battle area. As you are losing some of your faster cookies, you can take advantage in that break area just like this with Wildberry Cookie to deal even more damage. Ridiculous, my friends. That concludes red for us here. Again, if you got questions, if you got comments, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Which cookie here is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Additionally, are you running red? All right. As we move on from red, it is now time for yellow. So a couple things about yellow here. As a newer player, just to kind of familiarize yourself, the yellow deck is really a tempo control deck. Controls the game flow using break area effects and leverages powerful cookie abilities. So very important there to keep in mind as we move our way through yellow. So first on the deck, no pun intended, is Bell Pepper Cookie here. This is a SR cookie, a super rare cookie that we have the skill activate once per turn here. We can discard 1 card. If this cookie's HP is less than 3, you gain +1 HP. Very nice. So you get some survivability. For 3 there, you get to deal 2 damage. Then the mana can be used as, again, 2 for deal 3. Very nice there, my friends. Pretty powerful in terms of our yellow cookie and bell pepper cookie. Next, we have blackberry cookie. Nice. Activate skill here for 2. You can select 1 cookie from your break area until their total level sum reaches level 3. Return those cookies to your hand and place this cookie into your break area. Very nice to be able to bounce something back. And then for 3, you can deal 2 damage there with blackberry. It's nice in terms of the speed, just like this particular cookie has always had. Next, in another rare drop, we have Cyborg Cookie. Check this thing out. For 2, deals 1 damage, then can be used as 1. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage for each cookie that is level 2 or higher in your break area. Very nice there as well. So leveraging that break area and dealing more damage. Nice flow right there. All right, it is time for Earl Grey Cookie, a level 3 cookie here. It deals 3 damage. We also have our flip card in the yellow. This one has discard 1 card. If your break area is level 6 or higher, the cookie with this card attached for HP gains plus 2 HP as well. Very powerful there with Earl Grey Cookie in the flip. Next, we have Eclair Cookie. This one here has the skill on the play. For 2, select up to 1 level 1 card from your break area and place it in the trash. So being able to move stuff out of the break area, reducing that ability to be close to the game over. This one helps you move through that much quicker. Well, protects you, saves you, I guess, much quicker to losing the game. For 4 there, you can deal a ton of damage. 4, that is a lot, my friends. Lot right there. All right, so back at it for our yellow card types. We got a lot going on in terms of these ones. All right, so next we have Latte Cookie here. Latte Cookie has skill on the play. For 1, select up to one of your other cookies. That cookie gains plus 1 HP. Very nice, my friends. A booster to survive and stay alive a little bit longer. For 3 there, it's going to deal 2 damage. Then if your break area is level 5 or higher, deals 1 damage to all of your opponent's cookies. That's very nice. We have a board hit with this when you have level 5 or higher in your break area. Not bad. It's a great late game ability to really displace your opponent's board. Next, we have Marshmallow Cookie here in the rare slot. We have the skill Blocker. For 1, when one of your opponent's cookies attacks, you can redirect the attack to this cookie. Similar to Affogato here, except in yellow, we have Marshmallow Cookie. It also, for 2, deals 1 damage. A good way to kind of survive and move the damage around to protect some other cookies, maybe like Latte Cookie here, or some of the other stuff that we still got to move through. We got Roquefort Cookie. Very nice here. A super rare. Love this art as well. Here we have skill on the play. For 1, your opponent must place 1 card from their hand into the trash. Ridiculous. This is amazing. The ability to get cards out of your opponent's hands and essentially keep them locked up. Not a lot in hand and play. Very, very nice there. Deals 3 damage as well for 4, my friends. Awesome in terms of our super rare. Next, we have Snake Fruit Cookie. On the play for 2, select 1. We get 1 level cookie from your break area and play it. The ability to play out of your break area. Very nice. For 3, you get to deal 3 damage. Pretty awesome with Snake Fruit Cookie there, my friends. Next, we have the Timekeeper Cookie. Love this art. We got an ultra rare here. And on the play, discard 1 card. For 2, select up to 1 level 2 or lower cookie from your break area. Place that cookie in the trash. For 3, deals 3 damage. Then can be used as 1 yellow. Select up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies. Place that cookie in the break area. Very nice, my friends. Very awesome. There's a lot of board change going on with the Timekeeper Cookie. Very powerful in that ultra rare slot. Absolutely awesome and love this thing. Awesome in yellow, really. All right, so here we go, back at it in yellow as we kind of close this one down. Once again, my friends, here with our very last one, we have Tropical Slushy. This item has for 2, deals 1 damage to each one or level 2 or 1 yellow level 2 or higher cookie in your break area to one of your opponent's cookies. That can be a lot of damage to use this item, Tropical Slushy, to hit your opponents, my friends. That is all the yellow cards here from our amazing new set. and super awesome yellow when it comes to that yellow deck tempo control. Lots of break area effects, as you can see, and super powerful level 3 cookies. Hits very, very hard, and looking forward to playing this style myself. All right, so now as we move beyond yellow, it is time for us to take a look at green. Ooh, in green, my friends, once again, if you got questions or comments, let us know. Let us know on the yellow, and if you have them on the green. Couple things around the green deck. Typically, this is more of a ramp support color. It's going to build up the resources in your support area and stronger in that mid to late game. It's good for building advantage over time. Very important there as you assess your play style, and maybe it's going to be green. Let us know in the comments. All right, when it comes to green here, a couple things that we have. We have Aloe Cookie in the SR slot. This thing has skill on the play for 2. Take 1 card from the top of your deck and place it in your support area as active. Very nice to get cards off your deck into the play area and able to use right away. So awesome there from that support and deck thinning. Very nice with Aloe Cookie. Also deals 1 damage. That's a quick builder right there in Aloe Cookie. Next, we have Blue Lily Cookie, another SR. This cookie has on skill your turn on play. Place 1 card from your support area in the trash. Deals 1 damage to all of your opponent's cookies. So once again, an ability to hit the board is incredibly powerful. Very, very powerful there. Now, at the top end, it also deals 4 damage. A lot of damage there with Blue Lily Cookie. Next, in the rare slot, we got Churro Cookie. This thing deals 3 damage. It's also a flip card, my friends. You get to flip it, discard 1 card. If your support area contains 4 or more cards, place this card in your support area as rested. Very nice there with Churro Cookie. Great ability to bring this thing back out from under a cookie and into that support area, making some utilization out of this one and continuation because of that flip effect. Next, we have Lemon Time Cookie. Love this art as well. We got a fun one here with this skill. Activate for 4. Place this cookie in the trash. Select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. Then take 1 card from the top of your deck and place it in your support area as rested. We get a deal 2 damage there for 2 with this one as well. It's a 2-2-4-2. Look at that with Lemon Time Cookie, my friends. Now we got a fun one here with Lily Bell Cookie and SR. Love this art once again. In Lily Bell, we have the skill, when your turn ends, set 1 card from your support area as active. Very, very nice to move it from rest to active. Very powerful in that ability to do some things on your opponent's turn. So keep that in mind. This thing also deals 3 damage and is a super rare. Love the Lily Bell Cookie, my friends. Lots of interactions that you can make with all these cookies. Here we go, back to green as we continue to make our way through. All right, it's time for the Moon Rabbit Cookie, my friends. Love this art as well. Moon Rabbit, such a fun one here. Skill on the play for 2. Select up to 1 of your other level 2 or lower cookies from your battle area. Place them in your support area as active. Deals 1 damage there. It's a nice ability to move your cards around from the battle area back into support area, so you can shift things that are taking damage and so forth without dumping it into the break area. A great bounce play there in Moon Rabbit Cookie, which is just like Moon Rabbit Cookie. All right, here we go as we continue along the way, my friends. In green, we have Pumpkin Pie Cookie. Awesome. Place 1 cookie from your trash into the support area as active on the play there for 2, and then it deals 3 damage. The Speed Demon right there, moving things around in your board. Awesome in Pumpkin Cookie, a rare card. Next, we got Rogue Fort Cookie here in the ultra rare. Love it. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. We have skill activate once per turn for 1 there. If there are 6 cards or less in your hand, return 1 card from your support area to your hand, then take 1 card from the top of your deck and place it in your support area as rested. So we also get 1 damage there. That's a really powerful card there, my friends, to really shift through things in your support area back into your hand because you can see the field, and then take advantage of your deck and again thin the deck and essentially draw, but get it into that support area and essentially start utilizing more cards out of your play area, your deck, your hand, your break, and your discard very quickly there in this ultra rare Rogue Fort cookie. Awesome, so awesome. I really like this one. Additionally, next we got Strawberry Crepe Cookie. Look at this thing, 6 HP, super powerful there from that perspective. And we have the skill Activate. Once per turn, place 1 card from your support area into the trash. Now select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Activate there once per turn, place 1 card from your support area into the trash. So very important there. It doesn't actually cost anything minus the movement. You don't have to pay the additional costs. You just have to move that support area cookie. Now at this point, probably when you have this thing on the board, you're gonna have a very big support area, so you can start leveraging that once per turn and dealing that additional 1 ping damage, which can really shape and turn the tide of the battle. Now, for 4, you can also deal the 3 damage with this super rare, my friends. Next, we have T-Knight Cookie here. So T-Knight Cookie has the blocker ability for the 1. When one of your opponent's cookies attacks, you can redirect the attack to this cookie. For 2 there, it deals 1 damage. Again, a nice way to move things around, just like we've seen with the other blocker cookies before T-Knight Cookie. Now we have one in green to help balance out some of that deck play for your green cards. All right, let's go ahead here and grab each of our pieces once again. We're almost all our way through green. And that is everything that we have in green, my friends. Super fun there as we've made our way through our cards in the green variant. Now, again, questions, comments, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Who's playing green? Rogue Fort Cookie. I love it. What do you think of this one, my friends? All right, now it's time that we move on from red, green, yellow. It's time for, or red, yellow, green. It's time for our blue, my friends. And in blue, we have a lot more cards, well, at least a little bit more relative to the ones that we've gone through. We start with Aloe Cookie, once again here, a super rare. This cookie has the skill, when this cookie faints, view the top 3 cards of your deck. Out of the 3 cards, select 1 blue card, show it to your opponent, and then place that card in your hand. Then return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. So you do get an ability to gain some draw off this with Aloe Cookie. For 2, it's going to deal 2 damage. Love this art. And additionally, this super rare, my friends. Next, we got Black Raisin Cookie, another super rare cookie. Look at this. Skill, your turn on the play. Discard 3 cards. Select up to 2 of your opponent's cookies. Deal 2 damage to 1 of the cookies and 1 damage to the other. So you get an ability with 3 cards discarding to hit 2 cookies. That can be a big board change there. And for 3, dealing 3 in this super rare. Lots of things that you can do here in blue. Next, we got the good old Captain Caviar Cookie. Skill on the play. View 3 cards from the top of your deck. You can add 1 of them to your hand, then place the remaining cards in the bottom of your deck in any order. That is super powerful to get more card draw going into your hand. For 1 there, deals 1 damage, then discard 2 cards, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. So it's balancing out from this card on the play as you look at the top and add 1, and then you're paying 1 and then discarding 2 cards. Now you don't have to use that skill. However, it combos very well with this particular cookie. Love this artwork as well in the Captain Caviar. Next, we got the good old Cotton Cookie here. On the play, discard 2 cards, select up to 2 of your cookies. Those cookies gain +1 HP. Awesome, just like the good old Cotton Cookie healer, as we know Cotton Cookie to be. For 3, also can deal 2 damage. This one's in your rare. Next, we have the Frost Queen Cookie here. This one deals 3 damage. Frost Queen is a rare. We do have flip with Frost Queen though. If your break area is level 4 or higher, you can draw up to 2 cards from your deck. Very nice there. If this is one of the face down cards and you flip it, you get 2 card draw. That is super awesome, my friends, and very powerful to take the synergy effects with a lot of the blues that we've already called out here in the cards like Captain Caviar. Here we go. Let's go ahead and grab these back. There we are. Like Captain Caviar and awesome with Black Raisin, the discard 3. Very powerful cards there in that particular order. Now, additionally here, we do have our diving goggles, so we'll dive right into this one as well. We have the diving goggles. This item has, for 3 blue, discard 3 cards, select up to 2 of your opponent's cookies, deals 2 damage to each of those cookies in the rare slot. So just like the other one, a little bit more damage, except in the item slot where you can hit for 3 or 2 on 2 different cookies. Again, being a big ability to change the tide of battle depending on what you have in your hand and the cookies that you are playing and the deck that you're playing. All right. Next, we talked about Frost Queen. Time for Licorice Cookie here. Licorice Cookie, my friends, is a rare cookie. The skill is on the play there. Deals this on the play. This cookie takes no damage from effects until the start of the player's next turn. Very nice. Now we also get deals 3 damage there for 3 with Licorice Cookie. We got a fun one with this one here. Next, we got Lobster Cookie. Love this super rare. Love this artwork as well. Super fun, right? No pun intended with the super rare. Additionally, we got the skill Activate. Once per turn, discard 3 cards. Set this cookie and 1 card in your support area as active. Very, very powerful there to be able to play that once per turn and activate that skill. And for 3 there, it can deal 3 damage, my friends. Super awesome. Next, we got Mocha Ray Cookie. This is a rare cookie. This one has blocker, so now we have our blocker in blue. When one of your opponent's cookies attacks, you can redirect the attack to this cookie. Then for 2, it deals 1 damage. Pretty similar to Green and T-Knight in terms of the level, the HP, and its abilities there as well. Next, we have Parfait Cookie. Parfait Cookie, love the full art, super rare here. Has deal 1 damage. Then if there are 6 cards in your hand, you can draw 1 card from your deck. Very powerful towards that late part of the game when you have a lot of these potentially in your there are 6 cards or less in your hand. So lots of card draw going on. Really nice builder from that perspective as well to get more cards into your hand and keep on building. So again, then if there are six cards or less in your hand, you can draw 1 card from your deck. So again, actually early game, I will stand corrected on that. Early game to bring that one back, take advantage of draw, which can absolutely make a huge change here for you in blue. All right, next we got Pond Dino Cookie. Look at this thing. Awesome. Love it. We got an SR here. We have activate once per turn, discard 1 card. During this turn, your opponent cannot activate blocker. Look at that. Shuts down your opponent's blocker cards in terms of this one, and you can deal 3 damage. So if they have that blocker ability in unique set going on here, you can activate this, discard the 1 card during this turn, and your opponent cannot activate blocker. Pretty huge in terms of how this one can interact with your opponents and open the board to deal damage for some maybe towering blocking cookie strategy right there. Next, we have this absolutely stunning and gorgeous Sea Fairy cookie right here in the ultra rare. This cookie has the ability once per turn to discard 1 card, select up to 1 cookie that is level 2 or lower from your battle area, and return them to your hand. So an ability to bounce. Additionally, here for 4, Sea Fairy Cookie is going to deal 4 damage. This is an absolutely stunning, gorgeous card here. So cool, and a nice one for collectors as well, my friends. Now we got 1 left in blue to break down here for us today. Let's go ahead and come back to it. And it is our friend Sherbet cookie. Sherbet, sherbet. Anyway, we got on the play. Love it. Skill. Select one level 1 cookie from your battle area and return them to the bottom of your deck. You can draw one card from your deck. Pretty impressive to cycle through your stuff. Very nice there with Sherbet or Sherbet, like we said, on the play to make and utilize this one. This is some gorgeous art as well. We got deals 2 damage for 2 and 1 other in the blue, my friends. Okay, so 2 blue and then any color to be able to utilize the 2 damage here with this particular cookie. Absolutely love this one in the ultra rare. All right, look at that. That concludes blue. Just to pull this one all back around. Well done, well done. That's a great, great culmination of cards here. If you got questions, let us know. What do you think of blue here in terms of all these unique plays and abilities, in terms of some of the tempo that you can utilize here on the blue side as well? When it does come to that draw and cycle, it is excellent for that. Excellent card draw and deck cycling, like I said. Has a little bit longer of a gameplay style, combo-based games. Efficient, very efficient with deck management. We covered a lot of those pieces here too, as we talked about moving those pieces around your board, cycling some of those cards, and getting that draw. All right, that is blue. Let us know in the comments who is on this one and who is playing blue. All right, so let's go ahead. That brings us to our very, very last color here in purple. Now, a couple things about purple, my friends. Purple has disruption. Targets opponent's trash area, focuses on removing key cards and control-based tactics. Slower, but more technical. These are a couple things to keep in mind as we take a look at purple. All right, couple things here when it comes to this one. Out of the gate, we got a trap card here. Abandoned Cloud Nest. This is a rare one for 2. If there are 15 cards or more in your trash, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. During this turn, that cookie deals -3 attack damage. Very nice. And that disruption effect, once again, slowing down your opponent, but you got to have 15 cards in that trash area. Next, we have Angel Cookie here. Angel Cookie is a rare cookie. It's got that blocker skill. Once again, when one of your opponent's cookies attacks, you can redirect the attack to this cookie. For 2, it deals 1 damage. So an ability to really kind of survive early out of the gate with the Angel Cookie one. Next, we got the good old Clotted Cream Cookie. Love this artwork there with the financier behind Clotted Cream. Love it, love it, love it. Has skill. On the play, discard 1 card, place up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies from their battle area into the trash. Nice. Next, for 3, deals 3 damage. A gorgeous SR here as well. So cool. Such a fun one there in purple. Next, we got Cream Unicorn Cookie. This one is a super rare. Cream Unicorn Cookie has the skill on the play. Discard 1 card. Return up to 1 purple card from your trash to your hand. So you got an ability there to cycle from your trash and your hand. Very, very important there in terms of trying to get through cards. Now, again, you can return up to 1 card from your trash to your hand. So it doesn't say in random, you get a pick, which is really, really nice. And that can be a huge advantage for you as you're playing your trash to take advantage of this deck by getting things out there and taking and utilizing those cards as you reveal more and more and have an idea of what's going on. For 3 there, you also deal 2 damage. Next, we have Hydrangea Cookie. Look at this thing. Skill, a rare on play. Select up to 3 cards from your trash that do not have flip. Return those cards to your deck and shuffle it. So this can be a big advantage. You can go grab the cards onto the trash, put them in your deck, shuffle all those, particularly if you're looking at some of those cards, maybe you don't like what you have in play. Example, we used the blue earlier to see the top 3. I think it was with Captain Caviar. Put it back in, cycle through those. Pretty awesome from that perspective to really kind of reset and dig through things. Lots of great synergy and interactions there. A fun one with Hydrangea Cookie. What do you think of that, my friends? Pretty interesting. Who's playing that? Let us know. All right, so we're back at it here in terms of our purple. So now, my friends, we have Pepperoncini Cookie. Love this one. So awesome. Look at that. Skill, if there are 15 cards or more in your trash, this cookie deals +2 attack. deals 1 damage otherwise for 2. So getting a buff as we build that trash, really, really nice there, my friends. Next, we have Poison Mushroom Cookie. This ultra rare is awesome and super fun because why not? The standard purple here in the Mushroom Cookie. Love it. All right, skill on the play. For 1, place all level 2 or lower cookies from both battle areas into the trash. That's pretty awesome. You can really reset the board there, particularly against those aggro lists, my friends, and the red. Just wipe it, put it all in that. Very, very nice. That is pretty awesome there. And on top of that, it's going to deal 3 damage. Very, very low casting cost once you get this thing on the board and can really reset with this ultra rare. Pretty awesome in Poison Mushroom Cookie. And we got that amazing full art look and the yellow golden border. Next, we have Rye Cookie here. So Rye Cookie has skill on the play. For 2, place one of your opponent's cookies from their battle area into the trash. This thing deals 3 damage there. Very, very important in terms of that sniper ability. As always, that Rye Cookie has always had a fun one there. And again, on that play, for 2, place one of your opponent's cookies from their battle area in the trash. So unlike Poison Mushroom, it's not taking all the all 2s and below. This one is allowing you the ability to pick something off the board and dump it into their trash. Really disruptive to your opponent's plays there. A lot that you can do with Rye Cookie, which is really, really nice from that particular instance. Now remember though, it does only take your opponent's cookies from the battle area. That will have to force them though to, if they have a low field, force them to make sure that they're playing a cookie out of their hand as well. That could be a huge disruption to a game closer as and shut it down and take it home and win it. All right, next we got Space Donut Cookie here. So Space Donut deals 3 damage, my friends, for 3. A 3 for 3 for 3, right? Love it. All right, now it is a flip card though. So it has discard 1 card. If your break area is level 3 or higher, place either one of your opponent's cookies that is level 2 or lower from their battle area or 1 stage card from their stage area into the trash. So again, very disruptive with Space Donut as you flip this one over and take advantage of that flip ability here with this cookie. Not bad for a rare and a flip. All right, next we got Starfruit Cookie. Check this one out. So awesome here in Starfruit Cookie. We do have that super rare, has the skill on the play. For 1, other than this cookie, you can place 1 other purple cookie that's level 2 or lower from your battle area into the trash. If you did, place up to 1 of your opponent's cookies that's level 2 or lower from their battle area into the trash. Super disruptive on that trade there with Starfruit Cookie, my friends. Removing something that might be getting hit quite a bit, putting it into your graveyard, into your trash, doing the same with your opponent. This can be a good synergy strategy, by the way, with some of those blockers. You get the level 1 in there, you move the blocker out, you can take out one of your opponent's ones there. Again, that is level 2 or lower. You can trade up because if you got a level 1 for their level 2, not bad at all with this cookie, and then deals 1 damage in this super rare. Pretty awesome when it comes to Starfruit Cookie. Again, still living up to that disruption effect here in purple as well. All right, here we go. On to our final 3 cards here, my friends. We got String Gummy Cookie here. So String Gummy's got the skill for 2. Place 1 of your opponent's level 2 cookies from their battle area or 1 stage card from their stage area into the trash. For 2, again, place 1 of your opponent's level 2 cookies. You don't have to move yours. So this is a direct interaction with your opponent there for that skill. And then additionally, for 1, it deals 1 damage. That's pretty powerful early on for a level 2 to really make those adjustments, again, as a super rare and a full art card there. Very, very awesome to be able to do that with String Gummy Cookie. Then we have Twizzly Gummy Cookie, a fun one as always here. I love Twizzly Gummy. Here we got the skill activate for 1. Place this cookie in the trash. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. For 2, you can deal 1 damage as well. So a very low casting cost. Take advantage of a number of things with this one and ability to activate this skill. You got a lot of playful things. The good thing about this, by placing it on the board, and then you leveraging the skill and dumping this thing in the trash, you are filling that trash with this cookie. So it's a great change quickly out there out of the gate to take advantage of some of those things. It's not going into the break area, it's going into the trash. So keep that in mind. It can be a huge advantage early game with this disruption effect that's still hitting your opponent's cookies, and then that sacrifice mode when it comes to Twizzly Gummy Cookie. Love it. I'll make your dough sizzle and zap. Perfect. All right, on to our last one here. A gorgeous, absolutely stunning card, my friends, in the ultra rare with Wind Archer Cookie. Absolutely love this one here. Skill on the play. For one, place up to one of your opponent's level 3 cookies from their battlefield in the trash. That is super disruptive for locking down the board and removing a lot of value from your opponents. For 4 there, you get to deal 4 damage. Then if there are 15 cards or more in your trash, deal 1 damage as well. Very powerful there with Wind Archer Cookie, being able to control that board with purple, a great top end card for those purple lists and decks, and absolutely taking it down in that traditional control variant style of play here with this particular cookie. All right, my friends, that is our purples there for you. We have now gone through all of the colors from rare, super rare, ultra rare in there. Now, that is not all the cards. So before we get to the next piece, if you still got a question, if you got a comment around each of these, please do let us know, and let us know what you think of this particular playstyle when it comes to disruption, the trash area in purple, my friends. Are you playing it? Again, absolutely so many different ways to play the lovely game here in Cookierun Braverse TCG. Now, with that, we do have more coming, and it is a great time to like and subscribe for content like this and amazing gameplay information all around the Braverse TCG. Now, a couple things though here. We still have some secrets coming up shortly, and additionally here, some other information that is really important. We want to go ahead and take a look. We'll back out of this and take a look at the promo cards. So lots of cool promos. Here we go. In terms of these pieces right here, blue slushy cookie. Look at this one. So awesome, my friends. The Dessert Guardian. Perfect on the play. If there are 5 cards or less in your hand and there is a level 1 cookie in your opponent's battle area, you can draw up to 2 cookies from your deck. For 3 there, we got the blue slushy arrows. Absolutely love this. These are the key cards from the starter decks, my friends. Additionally here, we have Lemon Zest Cookie. Look at this. Discharge skill. When this cookie faints and your break area is level 5 or higher, select up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies. Make that cookie faint. Zap for 3. Incredible. Look at that skill. So awesome. Here in red, we got our Strawberry Crepe Cookie. We got Magicanical. Love it. Engineering. Activate once per turn for 1 red there. If your break area is level 2 or higher, select up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. For 4, we got I'll Smash You. For 4, very powerful there with Strawberry Crepe Cookie. Next, we got our Witchberry Cookie here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Witchberry Cookie has Feline Ruckus. On the play, if your opponent has 15 cards or more in their trash area, select up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. We got Witchberry Magic there for 3. These cards are so gorgeous and so awesome. And these are some amazing promotion cards there, my friends. We have one more that I want to make sure that we hit. Where are you? Right here in the good old herb cookie. So this one we have for Sunny Garden, deals 4 damage. Pretty awesome. And during this battle, if your opponent's level 1 cookie faints, you can draw up to 1 card from the top of your deck and place it in your support area as arrested. That is so nice, my friends. The very, very big trade on the damage, thinning off the deck, and getting another card in that support area is arrested is huge value there in Herb Cookie. And each of these has some incredible artwork. Love the full art, love the shininess of these pieces, and they're all in the starter decks. You get these cards with the starter deck, my friends. So I wanted to make sure that you are well aware of that. All right. So now, pulling back, we've covered a ton of cookie cards here for you, and there are so many, like we had said. In particular, again, as we pull back on the different rarities, we do have a ton of cards. In total, once again, 203 unique cards, 63 commons, 45 uncommons, 25 rares, 17 super rares, and 7 ultra rares, making up the Brave Beginning BS1 plus BS2 booster set for the Cookierun Braverse TCG. That's 159 regular cards. Now, my friends, though, we have outside of our lovely, lovely starter decks that I just talked about and some of those amazing promotional cards, we have even more. This is awesome. So, so cool. And that is what we're going to talk about right now. We have some additional rarities. We have these rarities that are secret cards. And on top of that, from a collector perspective, alternative art, which essentially is a super, super rare and a super ultra rare as well. So in doing so here, let's go ahead and move over so that we can begin to see what some of this looks like. All right. So first and foremost here, when we look at some of these, you got Kumio Cookie right here, and then we have Kumio Cookie right here. Well, the biggest indicator between these two is this. We have a secret right there. Look at this, my friends. How awesome is that? A secret card right here in Kumio Cookie. So if we look at the original rare here, you got the rare, and then you have the secret card right there. It's going to deal 3 damage. And again, it's got that discard 1, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. How awesome is that? We have 44 different types of these things. Pretty cool. And that's one in our red. Next, if we look at this one here in terms of our dark choco cookie right there. So dark choco cookie is that super rare right there. Activate once per turn, discard 1 card, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Now we move into this one right here, Dark Choco Cookie. Check it out, SSR. How awesome. The super secret or secret super rare or super, super rare, whichever you want to say here. It's awesome, incredible artwork. Look at that. So sweet and so cool. Now, as we continue to work our way down and look at some of these cards, you can then again continue to see Pomegranate Cookie as an example. Again, a secret card right there, and check out that animation. Lovely, lovely. You can see that it comes over the border. Very, very awesome for collectors. The next one that I want to cover as well are certainly our SRs here in Wildberry, just like we did when it came to our Dark Choco. We have this amazing full art and Wildberry Cookie. This is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. However, we also have our ultra rare here with Ginger Brave into our absolutely secret ultra rare or super ultra rare Ginger Brave Cookie. What more in our lovely first set here to have Ginger Brave as this absolutely stunning and gorgeous artwork here. I absolutely love this coming out of running away as always. I was going to say the oven, but that's not the oven, that's the tower. We got a lot of fun here with Ginger Brave and just some incredible, incredible artwork, my friends. Now, there are many more there. However, I did want to start with red so that you could see that. And now we're going to check out yellow as well. Look at some of these incredible, incredible cards here when it comes to Latte Cookie, who we covered here. We got the SSR and Latte Cookie right there, my friends. Super gorgeous. Additionally, as we continue to make our way down, we have Snake Fruit Cookie in the SR into check out that amazing artwork there with Snake Fruit Cookie, my friends. How cool is that as the SSR? I love that. So cool. And then additionally, we have our ultra rare, our SUR ultra rare or secret ultra rare in Timekeeper Cookie. How awesome is this one? So incredible, so awesome. I just can't speak enough about these sweet, sweet cards. All right, next In green, a couple things in green here. We have our friend right here, Roguefort, in the ultra rare into Roguefort Cookie, a full artwork here in our SUR. Very, very cool in terms of that one. Additionally here, as we look at it, our SSR with Blue Lily as well. And then additionally here, SSR and Moon Rabbit. As we continue along here, my friends, we do see and will find more secret cards. There we go, just like that. Churro Cookie, look at that one. Very, very cool. I love how it goes outside the boundary. It's still inside the frame of the card when it comes to these awesome secret cards, my friends. Now let's go ahead and find the next full art one. Where are we? We did those already with our ultra rare. All right, with Roguefort. Next, we move into blue here. So for blue, my friends, we got some pretty awesome stuff. The biggest one here, one of the most incredible chase cards is this one, Sea Fairy, my friends. It is so gorgeous when we look at that. Look at how incredible and gorgeous this artwork is. It is so amazing. The Sea Fairy is so stunning and so awesome. I love that pose, by the way, as well. An incredible one to add to any collection and go after. Certainly a great one to play as well. However, that thing's going straight into a sleeve for me. That is absolutely correct. Next, in terms of our secret ones, check this out. Moving from licorice here to this licorice. I love it going over the top. So much fun with the sickle. I think that's so cool as well. And certainly we got other ones like this, the Pond Dino Cookie here in SSR, and many other ones that you can see. Now, to make up for that lovely Frost Queen, though, we do have that as a secret card as well. I love that. So much fun. And we got some other amazing ones here, too. Lots of cool stuff here. I just absolutely love these alternative arts. Next, my friends, we got purple. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. So incredible. We covered that poison mushroom cookie. I love that ability to board wipe. But look at this one. Are you ready, my friends, for that board wiping mushroom cookie? Little deceiving, but that's about right when it comes to poison mushroom cookie right there. An incredible SUR cookie card right there, my friends. So awesome. In terms of our secret ones, let's see. We'll find that right here in Hydrangea Cookie. Look at that. Super fun in terms of that purple secret card. And then additionally, my friends, we covered that Wind Archer. Such a powerful card here in that ultra rare slot. Now look at this. How awesome and gorgeous is this card as well. So incredible. Such an awesome one to add your collections as well when it comes from the Brave Beginning. Love it, love it, love it with our Wind Archer Cookie. Just stunning artwork. All right, so there we go. We got plenty more here that you can find. Secret cards. Oh, we got to do the Space Donut, my friends. That's such a fun one right there, too. All right, so many things here today and so many cards that we've covered and a lot of stuff. And just remember, it all starts right here with Cookierun Braverse, the trading card game, The Brave Beginning. We broke down so much stuff for you in today's episode about this as it's coming to North America here in July 11th. We've covered breakdown of the cookie cards. We've talked through each of the different rarity types. We covered a lot of those key ones there in rareness and up. And then additionally worked our way through some of the promotional cards, plus those secret cards, my friends, those chase cards, those incredible artworks, the alternative art, and so much fun. There is a lot coming here for everyone. A player, a collector, casual, competitive, all right here for you in this brand new launch Cookierun Braverse trading card game. There's so much there. If you have a question, if you have a comment, please let us know. Let us know which cards you're chasing because it's so much fun. And please post in the socials those cards that you have. You can find us in the Discord server. We got find us on all the socials. Post those pictures. We love to see them, and we have so much fun with that. I certainly will be doing that as well. It's been my pleasure to host you all the way through here in the Brave Beginning Cookierun Braverse trading card game. Yours truly, Cookierun Mythras. With that, my friends, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this here on the channel. We have a great time and we'll continue to have a great time. It's such an amazing community, and I couldn't be more happy to be a part of it with you. All right, get out there, my friends. Enjoy the Cookierun Braverse trading card game. We've got all the information available to you below. Let us know if you got any questions, and I'll use my special. Till next time, my friends, keep on running.